You're watching Homegirl Creates with me, Adora.
I stand waiting for the delivery man to bring me some packages. I love to reuse the boxes as well as the items in the package is good too. I'm gonna save this box. This is a useful box. Could be used for something. If I only knew then what I know now. I had seen this video on Facebook and I thought, I can do that. So I tried it. I just layer some items and you could decoupage without glue. And it worked? What? Wonder if it would work on cardboard. So I got my little handy box that I was saving for later because it could be useful. And I'm going to cut the flaps off. I could use this box cutter. I could just rip it off there with my bare hands. Or I could use these giant scissors. Well, I should probably change the blade in my box cutter. This obviously was not easier than ripping off a bandage. Like, this stuff is on there good. I probably could have just trimmed around it and left it on there. But no. Once I started, I felt like I had to keep going. This is a project that had a lot of... Why did I do that? Once you get it all prepped, cut your box apart. We're going to be using some Debbie's Design Diary DIY paints. I'm making 2 boxes. So I'm going to paint the non-labeled side, which will be the exterior. We'll paint that white swan. And what will become the interior, I'm going to paint one green and one blue. Look how well this paint coats right over all those words, the stickers, everything. Using my ruler and this dull box cutter, I'm going to cut a straight line. But then I decide I'm going to use my X-Acto knife, and that was much better. I also realized I maybe shouldn't put the camera on the ironing board. It makes it kind of wonky. So I'm going to roll out some plastic wrap, the full length of my box, and separate the napkin. It's a 2-ply napkin. Separate that and cut it to fit. I didn't have enough of this lemon napkin to do the full side of the box. I remembered, so I had to move the saran wrap and start again. Now notice I've changed my clothes here. I had my iron on. When I went to use it, it wasn't hot. And I thought something was wrong with it. So when homeboy came home from work, I asked him what was wrong with it, and he said, it has an automatic shut-off because it thinks you left it on. And I was like, I knew that. Did I remember that? No. So this one afternoon project became a 2-day project. Very carefully iron the napkin to the plastic, using parchment paper to protect your iron and all your work surface. Then I trim the excess and I'm going to file it with an emery board. I've seen this and I've never tried that. And hey, that worked pretty good. Remember to cut the flaps with the scissors so you can fold it later. Look how smooth that edge is. I had a problem with this blue and white napkin though. it was not sticking to the plastic wrap. Like, what's the deal? I would find out later that this was not a 2-ply napkin. This was a 4-ply napkin, and I had only removed one layer. So now we're going to glue our box back together, except we're inverting it, remember? So that the outside is on the inside. And just using your glue gun directions. Mine's on low. I'm going to press it in there because I'm using too many plies of blue napkin. Didn't want to stick very well. This lemon one was working out much better. And actually it was a good idea that I didn't put napkin on the bottom because it's on the bottom. I found it was easier to glue it from the inside and then press down. So I was concerned about the napkin. It has a nice linen feel to it, but thought it could be damaged. So I ended up putting a coat of liquid patina on it. Use it like Mod Podge to seal it. Well, that just wrinkled up my napkin, especially on that blue and white one, which wasn't really sealed anyhow. And I decided, let me see how this would work if I just did it the way I usually do. So I got me another box. And I decided, let me try this with liquid patina, which is what I usually use to decoupage with. This is the third day now working on these easy little one afternoon project. Some projects be like that. When I was all done, I decided to put some ribbon around the top. If all the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops, oh, what a world that would be. Where all your troubles melt like lemon drops.